The Song of the Crystal Heart. Long ago, in a kingdom of winding rivers and emerald hills, lived a girl named Arya. She was the daughter of a powerful lord and lived in a palace with silver roofs. Arya spent her days behind carved wooden screens, watching the world go by. One evening, a melody floated through her window. It was a song so pure and lonely that it felt like the moon itself was weeping. Arya was captivated, believing the singer must be a prince from a far-off land. Down on the river, a humble fisherman named Piper was the source of the music. He was not a prince, nor was he handsome. His face was weathered by the sun, and his clothes were simple cloth. But when Piper sang, the fish stopped swimming to listen, and the wind died down to catch every note. He sang of the flowing water and the stars, unaware that his voice had reached the ears of the girl in the silver-roofed palace. Days passed, and the boat stopped appearing near the palace. Arya grew pale and quiet. She refused to eat her honey cakes or play her jade flute. Her heart ached for the beautiful voice that had filled her nights. She fell into a deep, mysterious sickness that no doctor could cure. "I only want to hear the singer," she whispered to the shadows of her room. Her father, Lord Tring, was a man of great power but even greater worry for his only child. He sat by her bedside every morning, holding her hand. "I will find this singer, my daughter," he promised, his brow furrowed with concern. He sent his swiftest messengers to search every bend of the river, offering a reward to anyone who could bring the man with the voice of a bird to the palace. Finally, the messengers found Piper in his small hut. They brought him before the great Lord Tring. Piper stood in the middle of the grand hall, clutching his bamboo hat, feeling very small under the towering gold pillars. Lord Tring looked at the plain, nervous fisherman and sighed. "If your voice can heal my daughter, you shall have whatever you desire," the Lord said, gesturing toward the inner chambers. Piper was led to Arya's room. As he began to sing, Arya's eyes fluttered open. But when she sat up and saw him, the magic vanished. He was not the prince of her dreams. He was just a common man, with a face she did not find beautiful. She turned her head away, her interest gone as quickly as a summer mist. "It is just a fisherman," she said coldly. Piper saw the disappointment in her eyes, and his song died in his throat. Piper returned to the river, but his spirit was crushed. He had fallen in love with the beautiful girl in the palace, but he knew they belonged to different worlds. He stopped singing, and the river grew silent. Within a month, Piper passed away from a broken heart. His fellow fishermen found only a shimmering, translucent stone where he used to sleep on his boat, a crystal formed from his final unspoken song. Years later, Lord Tring happened upon the crystal while visiting a nearby village. Not knowing its history, he admired its strange, haunting glow and had it carved into a delicate teacup for Arya. The cup was as clear as the river and seemed to hum when the wind blew. He brought it to her as a gift, hoping to see her smile again. One afternoon, Arya poured hot tea into the crystal cup. As the steam rose, a miraculous thing happened. The figure of a small boat appeared in the depths of the crystal, and the faint, beautiful melody of the fisherman began to echo through the room. Arya froze. She saw the image of Piper rowing on the river, and she finally understood the depth of the heart she had once rejected. Tears welled up in Arya's eyes as the song filled her soul with regret. "I was blind to the beauty of your spirit," she sobbed. A single tear fell from her cheek and landed right in the center of the cup. As the tear touched the crystal, the cup began to soften and melt, turning back into pure water. The song faded into a gentle whisper, and the fisherman was finally at peace, leaving Arya with a heart that had finally learned how to truly see.